During this election campaign, our mainstream politicians will be discussing a whole host of issues. But there's one issue they will not touch, and that is the British military role in Gaza. And you'd be forgiven for not knowing what that involvement is because the mainstream media has not covered it at all. At Declassified, we've been covering for 6 months what this British military involvement in Gaza is, and it's extensive. 200 spy flights have been sent by the UK military over Gaza since December. And these are flights that are in the air for 6 hours collecting intelligence. It includes a flight which was in the air when Israel assassinated 3 British aid workers.
Survivors from the strike on the first vehicle tried to take cover in the second one, which was hit next. Then the wounded from there tried to get to the third car. The vehicles were targeted 3 times in succession until everyone was killed.
So you have the insane situation where the Israelis have targeted and blown up 3 British aid workers, yet the UK is supplying them with intelligence, including from that day, but we're not allowed to know what intelligence is being shared with the Israeli authorities. On top of that, we've sent 60 huge military transport vehicles to Israel since the Gaza bombing began. These are C-17s and A-400s, huge vehicles which can carry Chinook helicopters, they can carry tanks, and they can carry up to 150 personnel. Why have we sent 60 to Israel? Again, the British government refuses to give a full account of what has been on those flights. On top of that, we've been training Israeli soldiers in Britain while the genocide has been ongoing. The British government was also refusing to say how many Israeli military planes were visiting Britain. I published an article on Declassified UK with evidence that Israeli military planes had landed at 4 different locations within Britain. The British government then reversed course and said, okay, we will tell you now. And they said that 9 military planes had landed in Britain since Gaza bombing began, but they refused to say what was on them. Nearly all of the logistical British support for Israel's genocide in Gaza has been done through ARF Aceriəwە. This is a British base you probably didn't know existed on Cyprus since independence in 1960. And it's a vast, sprawling airbase. I've been there. At Declassified, I revealed for the first time how many US troops were permanently stationed at ARF Aceriəwە. It's 129. The Americans and the British had kept that secret for 50 years. And now the UK government says it won't tell us if the US is using that British base on Cyprus to transfer weapons to Israel. Haaretz, the main liberal newspaper in Israel, called ARF Aceriəwە the main logistical hub for supplying Israel for its genocide in Gaza. We are complicit materially in what is happening in Gaza, but the mainstream media is also complicit in what is happening because it won't report it.